Hi, I'm back for the fun part of our gluten-free, bake-free fig and chocolate cake. So I've got a large food processor out here now, and I shall pop everything up into this beautiful beast. So I'm going to start with my 3 cups of almond meal, almond flour. I meant to, oh dear, okay, so that's 1. Please tell me I've got enough of this, I'll be devastated. Yep, that's about 2 with the big over scoop I did. Oh my goodness, look at that, just a smidgen under what I needed. Okay, that was a little bit lucky. We can still go ahead, I think. So that's 3 cups of that. I have my 2 cups of soaked and strained figs. And actually I've reserved the water they were soaking in. It looks beautiful. I'm thinking I might try that on my homemade bircher muesli tomorrow. It could be nice. So 2 cups of chopped, soaked and strained dried figs. 3/4 of a cup of our cocoa. We fortunately don't have anything to worry about here with quantities. That's 1/4, 2/4. I love this. This is so easy. Wonderful. That's that. And what else do we need? Oh, now this is where they talk about the sweetener, the liquid sweetener, honey or the maple syrup. So I'm undecided. We'll come back to that while I think about it. We're going to have 1/4 teaspoon of salt. Put juice for half a lemon too. I haven't prepped that. Whoops. Very uncut today because I'm out of practice, as you know. So that's the easy part. A tablespoon. Oh, and I've got this beautiful fair trade organic vanilla bean extract. Beautiful. So that's gorgeous. That's a tablespoon. Yum, yumbo. That's an unusual amount of, essence, but it's got to be good. And, the 1/4 teaspoon of cardamom and ground black pepper. So that's the 1/4, that's the cardamom. Oh, yummy. I do love cardamom. Actually, I have a beautiful cardamom cake recipe I love. Haven't made that for a while, but it is delish. And then ground black pepper. This will give it a little bit of a je ne sais quoi, un piquancy. Comme ça, comme ci. Right, and oh no, that was 1/8 of a teaspoon of black pepper. That was me not reading it. I'm just picking some out. So just to recap, 1/4 teaspoon of cardamom and 1/8 of a teaspoon of black pepper. So this might have a little bit more of a kick than expected. And since I've pinched out some of that cocoa to try, I shall put just a little bit more cocoa back in. Wow, careless me. I probably shouldn't follow my recipes. Now the big decision. While we're making that, juice of half a lemon. We'll just get a knife down and we'll that was my recipe falling off my magnetic knife holder that I'm holding. Put my recipe up there in a little bit of a sneaky way. Whoops, it's going to fall down again. Right, I should have tried this before. Right, so juice of half a lemon. I'm just going to put this in through the sieve so that we don't get pips and pulp. Like that, yum. Okay, and then we're just going to blitz this. So the recipe does call for 1/4 cup liquid sweetener of choice, honey or maple syrup, 1/4 cup. So 1/4 cup in terms of mils is right. I've completely stuffed up today. I've just used 1/3. Is it 1/3 or 1/4? Yep, wrong size measuring cup. So I've put in a whole cup of cocoa. Wow, okay. So a quarter cup of liquid sweetener, that's 62 mils, so that 30, half of that's 31 mils, so that's about 2 tablespoons. Hang on, I'm making this. Tablespoons. Oh, jeepers. Oh, alright. So I might just go for 1/8 of a cup, just to try and be a little bit. So that's about 2 tablespoons. That should be plenty. I'll report back. Maybe it's going to be too sweet, but no. So this isn't necessarily, don't be fooled by the gluten-free. And it's got a lot of sugar in this, so this is definitely a very occasional, special treat kind of thing with all that. Oh dear, lost the lid, we won't worry. Okay, let's put the lid on this and process it until it starts to form into a ball. Excellent. Well, I've just had a kitchen appliance crisis. My brand new large food processor that I did buy for a very cheap price from an unnamed source seems to have gone kaput, and epic fail, the blade just didn't turn at all. I've had to resort, thank goodness I didn't throw out my little trusty food processor. It's teeny weeny. I've had this since I was 21. It is tiny. I've had to process my mixture in 2 batches. And all you're doing is throwing everything in and you're processing it till it starts to form a ball. You see how that is? And so I'm just going to chuck that in to my bowl to mix the whole lot together. Right, well, I have to say, for ease, this is a fantastic recipe, despite my kitchen appliance failure. So glad I didn't film that. You would not have wanted to see my face. I'm just going to pop that all in there together. Actually, it's made a lot. I wonder if I'm going to need a bigger tin. The recipe suggests a springform loose bottom, but I only had a giant one of those. So, oh dear. Right. A handy dandy spoon to, oh yeah, that's going to be very good, I think. Yum. And I'm just going to mix that all in together. And I'll just do that and then pop it in a pan and show you. And actually, no, this was about the right size. Can you see that? It's a nice kind of loose, rough cottage surface, and that's fine. It's a very sticky job. I'm sort of sticky everywhere, but that's the way I paint. When I paint, I get paint everywhere, all over me. I'm just a expressive person. This now goes in the freezer for at least an hour to set and chill. It's coming up to 12 o'clock, so this I'm going to leave it in for a good 2 or 3 hours. And I'll show you the finished product cut up and being served. Thank you for joining me. Yum yum.